All light, all light, all light. What is up, everybody? Wanted to go live real quick. We want to talk about Light It Up Expo, what the heck is going to happen, and why you're missing out if you're not there. I'm telling you guys, this is the place to be. If you're looking to bolt on landscape lighting, permanent lighting, or holiday lighting, this is it. And even if you're already in the industry, you want to level up, get traction, get momentum in your business. Here's a pro tip. It's kind of a business conference disguised as a lighting conference. So I want to see you guys there. I'm joined with my good friend. I don't know that we're business partners because we don't have any equity in each other's companies, but I feel like we're partners. We have the same mission, we have the same motivations. And Ron is the CEO, the founder of One Firefly. Thanks for joining me, Ron.
Man, thanks for having me. I haven't been on a Facebook Live here in maybe about 6 or 7 months. When I took my own podcast from streaming, we actually started producing everything in advance. So
Nice.
it's fun to be on the live here with you to promote the event.
Yeah,
Love
man.
love our
Well,
collaboration.
you're a natural. You're like even when I see you at shows, it's like you're on a Facebook Live. You're always on.
Practice makes perfect. When you've been at it a couple of decades, you just one button is just on.
That's awesome.
So,
Well, I'm excited for Light It Up. It's happening in 3 weeks, guys. And we actually just added a bonus day. So February 27th is what we're calling a vendor day. From 11 to 3, when you buy your ticket, you get lunch included and you have an all access pass to the vendor hall from 11 to 3. And then later that night from 5 to 7, there's a cash bar, but more vendor time. And this is an opportunity to meet with the vendors, network, share ideas. And that's the day before Light It Up Expo actually starts, but that's included in your ticket. So come in early. If you can't make that, that's okay. We're still going to have some vendor time on the 28th and March 1st, but we just wanted to open that up for those people that want to come and spend a little bit more time. So it's now a 3-day event, which is amazing. It doesn't cost any more money. And one thing I'm so excited about, when I had this idea years ago, I was like, well, how would we do it? And when we launch it, like, who's going to be the vendors? And like, what if people don't support us? And what if they don't like this? We've had so much support from the manufacturers, the vendors, the suppliers, the industry service providers. And One Firefly is one of those. You guys were super stoked when we started talking. I was like, wait, what? You're excited? I thought you were going to give me a hard time. And it's so cool because that's like I'm seeing this vision come to life, and I cannot wait to have One Firefly there. You guys are going to have you're going to be on part of the panel discussion we're doing on marketing, on lead generation. That's
we are.
really probably one of the biggest problems that businesses face. It's like lead generation and recruiting. And I forget you guys are involved on both. That's why you do it.
We
But
are.
um, we're gonna have speakers on everything, like all the problems that are in business. But the marketing is like it's so hard to get leads, and then people get leads, and they're like, well, they're not quality. Like I hired a marketing company and I got 24 leads, but just a waste of time. So I guess what are you guys most excited about as far as Light It Up Expo goes?
For us, many of the people that'll be attending the show, it might be their first time meeting us or vice versa. And so at the end of the day, being able to share our love for marketing and branding with a new audience, I mean, that has our whole team super jazzed. Now, that said, I was on your podcast and I've been meeting a bunch of folks from your community. And so it's been a lot of fun working with those people, helping them with their social media, their email marketing, their SEO, their paid advertising, and more. But to be able to connect with people in person, call us old school. That's how we go to market. That's how we do business, is just face to face.
Love it.
So for us to be there at your event with all these smiling faces, eager to learn, that sounds like a lot of fun to us.
Well, and I got to tell people how we know each other, like how we met, because it's important for me. I've got this, landscape lighting secrets, and I help people grow their business. But a huge element is marketing, and I don't do
Mhm.
marketing for people. So I'm like, these are the things you need to do. Like focus here, don't focus so much here. But this is a strategy. I can help with strategy, but I can't help with implementation on this type of thing. And so it's like really important for me to find good partners. I call them partners to give business to it and connect my clients to. And so I'm at CEDIA, which is like the largest. It's like the largest show I've ever been to. I'm sure there's shows bigger, but this is a home automation integrator show. These are all these high end people doing home automation for the multi-million-dollar homes and stuff like that. And I was blown away at like the size of this industry. I had no idea it was that big. And then I'm looking around, I see this booth, One Firefly, and Ron's looking all dapper in his jacket and cruising the show and just, so happy. And I'm like thinking, I just stood there for a minute and I was like, wait a minute. Like, how did I not think about this before? If there's a whole marketing company dedicated on helping these home automation companies generate leads for their business, which they're like that the top of like poor people don't hire integrators. Like, if you can help them, you can certainly help us because we're going after the same homeowner. And that's why I'm so excited to have you there. Is like, I want to help connect the dots. I want people to see that you guys have been doing this. Not, you're new in landscape lighting, but you're not new to marketing, and you're not new to targeting high-end homeowners.
I found the business back in '07, originally as an engineering company, actually, doing the system design and documentation for the integrators, really as a white label service for these projects. But pretty quickly by 2008, we had already launched marketing services, and we had, in-house graphic designers and web designers. Fast forward to the present. We've been at the game for many, many years now. What is it, 16, 17 years? And that is helping small service businesses really present their brand, grow the way that they're reaching out to their communities and pulling in, specifically targeting what we would call, using marketing language, your ideal customer profile, and then putting your value proposition out to them through all the various channels that they are consuming their information. So whether that's, looking at page one of Google search, for example, paid ads, organic, and zero click, but also through email marketing, social media, both organic platforms and paid advertising, through retargeting, through print collateral, perhaps, the people listening or watching here might be doing events of some kind, maybe home shows where they're trying to reach out and find new prospects or new customers. So it's just looking at all of the different ways that your business might be touching the consumer or the prospect. Or maybe you also want to solicit or network with members of the design community, architects, designers, builders, and developers. All of these are different avenues to ultimately grow your business. And the one, I guess one takeaway or nugget that I've gained in all these years is it really helps your business to be super clear about who you're targeting, and to make sure that that's super clear on your website and any sort of collateral that you might be putting out into the world, whether digital or print. And I know maybe some of the landscape or Christmas lighting or fixed lighting people might want to go up market and appeal to more of that luxury consumer. Then you need to look the part, and you need to speak the part, right? So you need to be super clear about who you're targeting and then what value you're going to bring to their life, and then you need to be consistent with that across all of your messaging. And if you do that consistently, you're then perceived as the expert in your marketplace, or at least that's a contributor to you being perceived as the expert in your marketplace, and you see the phone ring.
I love that. Well, it actually ties into what I wanted to talk about, because I don't know if you know this, but a lot of digital marketing companies out there have a bad name. A lot of people are afraid to hire One Firefly. It's like, well, dude, I've already gone through 4 different companies that promised me the world, and I don't know enough about all these companies to determine what went wrong, like where to go off the tracks. But what you just said, I think, is where it starts. Because like, if I'm gonna be One Firefly for a minute, and you come to me and you have a crappy website, yeah, I can turn on Google ads, I can turn on Facebook ads. Like, we all know how to do that. That's not that hard. But when they show up to that website and you're communicating this high-end luxury message, and it's like, what, is this a Wix site? Like, is this like, this isn't
Is it a Wix site, or was it designed by my 9th grade son or daughter? Yeah. Or was it, did I pay the neighbor $200 to design it? And I'm saying that it's a little bit funny, but it's a little bit real.
It's kind of true,
because I've seen some of these websites, and you're at the end of the day, we've all started our business at some point, and you got to start somewhere. But if you're going to decide that you want to be the luxury service provider appealing to and selling to the luxury consumer, um, there's just some things you need to do. I mean, just think about that luxury consumer. Where do they buy their cars? Where do they buy their jewelry? Where do they buy their watches? Where do they buy their clothes? What restaurants do they go to? Where do they vacation? What hotels do they stay at? Right? They surround themselves with people and places that ultimately are speaking to them in a certain way.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that way is good or bad. It's just they're speaking to them in a certain way. And if you want to go and be the company providing that luxury consumer landscape lighting, then it would, I'll just give it for example, it would be really helpful for you to have a beautiful website with examples of the type of work that you do, maybe in homes that are similar to theirs. And if you do that in a beautiful, polished way, then that's going to help them when they're in that research phase of the buyer journey, right? So it's just understanding you don't want the website that appeals to you because you are not your customer. Your website and your marketing needs to appeal to the customer that you're targeting. And you just need to get really clear about who you want that to be, and then focus your value proposition to that customer, and then put it out into the world consistently. And when you do that, good things happen.
That's so good. I hope people are taking notes. It took me many, many years to learn, and I'm still learning, like what you're talking about. Like I used to have people propose stuff to me, and I'm like, I don't like it. And like it was like my feelings over their data,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I don't care. I don't like it. It's like, it doesn't
Well,
matter. Like it's not for me. It's for my client.
a common pushback anyone watching or listening might say is, well, because if you talk to us, we're probably going to ask, well, do you have a customer list? Have you generated, lists of first name, last name, and email addresses? And because it's a good idea to put out thoughtful educational content, we would call it thought leadership content to your customer base. And the pushback people will give us is saying, well, I hate email. I
Yeah.
have too many emails in my inbox. I'm going to agree with you. I hate email too. But at the same time, there's something that's called junk email that as soon as it comes in, and if I don't know who they are and they've clearly purchased a list, there you go, I got a thumbs up. Then that's funny. Oh, and if I do this, you'll get balloons, I think. Yeah, there we go.
Whoa,
I got
baller.
balloon. Hey, baller. So if an email hits my inbox and I know that they've simply purchased a list, then I'm going to click spam and block right away. But if it's somebody that either I've signed up for or that I know, like, and trust, some of the time I'm actually going to read that email. Sometimes I might just delete it. Sometimes I might file it. But what happened is I received the subliminal plant of their brand name and their brand message in my brain. And if that happens on a consistent basis, I'm telling you, as the marketer, that is in your best interest. If you are putting out professional, polished thought leadership content, maybe about, regarding landscape lighting or architectural lighting, think about all the new technologies that are being released, from tunable lighting, color change lighting, different fixtures, different lenses. Maybe you're putting out examples of projects you've recently completed. Right? Your customers are going to think some of that stuff is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And that is in your best interest as a tactic to practice in marketing. But yet most small businesses, and small business, by the way, $50 million or smaller
Right.
is considered a small business.
Less than 500 employees.
Right. Less than 500 employees, according to the SBA. So most small businesses don't practice that one simple tactic that alone could help generate referral traffic or upsells.
Dude, I am so excited to have you guys there. When I'm around you, I'm like, I want to start a lighting business again, just so I can hire One Firefly and freaking dominate and show people that it doesn't have to be that hard.
You know what? Well, I appreciate it. Those are very kind words. And I would graciously accept your business. We'd be happy to help support that future Ryan Lee lighting business.
Let's go.
But you have many, many dozens and dozens of Ryan Lee lighting businesses because you support so many people around North America. And it would be our honor to obviously just talk to people, consult, advise. I mean, we have the benefit at this point of working with well over thousands of businesses in North America that are this B2C type serving this luxury consumer. I mean, today, One Firefly, we have just around 700 regular client integrators, small businesses, whether they're security companies or integration companies or landscape lighting companies or, you know, home theater installation companies, all these flavors that are designing and installing technology into the homes and estates of this luxury consumer. So if nothing else, grab one of our team members at the expo and just ask them the hard questions that maybe have been bouncing around the back of your brain. I know that it's fun and easy to hate the marketing agency. Many of you have probably been used and abused by the marketing agency. Something that you won't get from One Firefly is to the best of our ability, we're going to manage expectations. In other words, it's unrealistic if you've been doing little to nothing, and I'm going to even be harsher, little to nothing well. It's unrealistic then to spend a little bit of money and to think that that'll move the needle. It won't. And so it's really a matter of understanding what are the things you probably should be doing and how much should you be investing in your business and over what period of time for that to have a probability of making an impact in your life and in your lead generation. And we have enough experience under our belt with businesses very, very similar to yours to be able to tell you what you can expect. And case studies on our website to show you examples of what people have received as benefits when they do this right. So and I don't know that many marketing agencies could give you that exact same sort of feedback because maybe they also serve the lawyer and the local florist and the local plumber, right? They aren't necessarily working specifically with, your type of business with your type of targeted demographic consumer.
Well, man, if you don't have your ticket, get it now because I'm telling you, these are the types of discussions that we're going to have at Light It Up Expo. And I just love the fact, I can't believe, I feel like it's a miracle that we met. These guys already have so much experience targeting these affluent people. Like you've got it down. There's so much synergy between the integrators, these home automation guys and landscape lighting. This is going to be so fun. So I'm grateful for your guys' support. It's going to be a great show, guys. If you don't know, I've been telling everyone about 4 times a day about it now. February 27th now is our bonus day. And February 28th, March 1st, Orlando, Florida, lightitupexpo.com. If you've made it this far in the video, you deserve to be rewarded. So send me a message and I'll hook you up with a promo code to save you some cash. The ticket's only $549 right now, so it's not that much anyway. But I will give you a discount code if you plan on coming. Just shoot me a message. So Ron, thanks so much, man. This is going to be a great show. I appreciate One Firefly support. If anyone wants to reach out to you guys, you don't have to wait till the show. What's the best way to reach out to you guys and get a hold of you?
Yeah, hit our website, onefirefly.com. On that website, you'll see a little chat agent. That's actually one of our services called Lead Concierge, but there's real humans behind that chat, and you can tell them what you're interested in. If you say you just saw me on Facebook, they'll get you in direct touch with me. And I have an awesome account executive team that's also happy to consult or advise. Again, zero pressure to buy anything. You don't have to give us $1. We're happy to just learn about your business and maybe give you some advice or direction based on where you're at and where you're trying to go in 2025. So Ryan, again, pleasure to support the event. We're excited to be there. We're going to be there in force and excited to meet all of members of your group and everyone else that attends the conference. We're going to have fun.
Gonna be awesome, guys. So come to come to the One Firefly Expo. Come to Light It Up Expo. One Firefly is going to be there, full representation. They're going to be part of our marketing panel discussion. And guys, really the topics are everything. We're trying to help you get more leads. We're trying to help you with recruiting. We're trying to help you with sales. We're trying to help you with business operations. We've got a guy speaking on what to do to prepare your business for exit. And you might be like, what? I'm only 12 months in. Well, you'd be surprised how much knowing where you're going is going to help you succeed in the next 12 months. So
I just want to add something to that, Ryan. I say I have a belief in business. All my business owners, lean forward. You're 20 minutes into this Facebook Live. It's build the business that you would love to keep and that someone would love to buy.
Nice.
Build that business.
I like it, man. Well said. All right. Well, Ron, appreciate you as always. And we'll see you on the next one. We'll see you guys down in Orlando. Go get your tickets now, lightitupexpo.com.
Bye, guys.